Φίλες και φίλοι, γεια σας. Είμαστε στο Διβάνι Κάραβελ και παρέα με τον Νίκολα Μίροτιτς, τον οποίο τον ευχαριστούμε και τον καλωσορίζουμε. Έχουμε και το τρόπαιο της Eurolleague, το οποίο βρίσκεται εδώ μαζί μας για τις ανάγκες της συνέντευξης. Μας το παραχώρησε ευγενικά ο επίσημος εθνικός χορηγός της Eurolleague, η Big Win. Νίκολα, welcome.
Γεια σας.
Your Greek are really good because of two guys, two Giannis's. Giannis Bourous and Giannis Antetokounmpo. So in the middle of the most difficult week so far this season, 5 games in 9 days, I guess, you come to Athens for Panathinaikos in the best condition in terms of result, but also with significant injury problems. Higgins, Kalathis, etc. How did you manage to count 7 consecutive wins in a Euroleague that looks so far this year very competitive?
Well, first of all, good to see you again. For me, it's always a pleasure to be here in Athens and to play games like against Panathinaikos. It's huge. We know always how complicated it's to play here, to win here. Even especially now with all those injuries that you mentioned. We have young guys, we have people who's helping us this season, we have some new guys who we just signed, and I think it's a good moment for everybody to step up, to play good, and for them it's also a great opportunity to prove themselves. And as a team, I think we come in the good moment because we are winning, we play very confident basketball, and we want to continue to do this basketball.
A loss in the final like last year in Cologne is the biggest motivation for you this year, because so far you have a great record, 13 wins with 2 losses before the end of the first round, and this result is not a small thing. And it shows that you are playing, you know, with the goal of the trophy in the back of your mind. This is the trophy here.
I see it. It looks really beautiful. No doubt, it's a big motivation. Every year, it's a different story. Last year, we were very close to win the Euroleague. This year, obviously, it's one of our goals, but before that, we have things to do. We need to, first of all, qualify to the playoffs, then it comes to Final Four, and it's not easy to win.
Step by step.
Step by step, exactly. And I know how difficult it is to win because I didn't win yet, and I know how complicated. But when you're in Barcelona, it's always a big expectation for you. You need to always give your best. Be there to compete and to win. So hopefully, you know, we can give some really good happiness to enjoying to our fans and to our club.
In your first 2 years in Barcelona, you have the best number and you played the best basketball so far in Euroleague in your career. Does this has to do with the fact that you came from the NBA in a very mature phase of your career, you know, or because, you know, Barcelona is a place more suitable to you than Madrid?
I think, well, it's a good question, but I think it has to do a lot with who I am, with my personality, what I bring to the club, and there is no doubts that with age, you know, things are, you know, are a little bit more easier, you know, and I'm always one of those guys who likes to work hard, likes to be better each year and have, you know, to put my goals. And right now I'm 30 years old. I think that's one of the probably the best age, you know, to play, to perform your best basketball. Obviously, you need to be a little lucky to be in the good, also good team, good coaching staff, and I think for me to be in Barcelona, it's just perfect fit, and hopefully I'm just, you know, lucky to not have any injuries, and I can play my best basketball. So far, I think I'm in a good direction, and but at the end, it's not just about individual performance. It's always about the team. It's always about if team is winning, and Last year we won 2 championships, so hopefully, you know, this year we can repeat or do the better job. So that's my goal.
The games in Oaxaca have always been difficult for Real, which was your club, you know, in Euroleague, and also for Barcelona. Do you think that the same is likely to happen tomorrow, despite the fact that Panαθηναϊκό is in the 17th place and is playing probably the worst basketball in Euroleague history, in its Euroleague history?
Well, we come with a lot of respect to this team, and because we know how talented is this team. No matter to the results, this team is very talented, you know, and we know they're very capable. We know how they beat FS and some other clubs this year. And for me, I'm bringing back the memory since I'm in Barcelona last 2 years, and I think we won all those games against Panαθηναϊκό. Even Nikola Mίrotιτς was there, my really good friend. So hopefully, you know, we can do it again. But like I said, has to be, you know, very good performance by us. It got to be 40 minutes game, and we just came from Belgrade, a very similar situation. We know how the fans are there. We know how they play at home, and I think it's going to be a very similar game than it was there.
Just a personal question, you know, your friend and former teammate Giannis signed the most expensive contract in the US last year. You last year the most expensive in the Euroleague. Is it stressful, you know, and brings pressure to the player, you know, that people know how much you are getting paid, you know?
Well, to be honest, I'm not getting into that a lot, how much somebody's getting paid. Obviously, you gotta enjoy what you does. You know, you gotta love your job, and I really love and I enjoy playing basketball. I think there is much more pressure when you're in the big club, and when there is a big expectation, you know, to win. I think that's the real pressure, you know. And obviously, when you're someone very important, doesn't matter about money. I think you know, has to come. It's a lot about you, you know, like your personal responsibility. And I feel that responsibility since I was a kid, since when I was in Madrid. Also, you know, always to prove myself, always to be good teammates, and you know, to be better. And I think each year it's. When you see the stats, individual performance, team performance, I think it's getting little by little better. So no much pressure, and you know, for me it was a huge honor and a pleasure to have this opportunity to play with Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was, you know, it was a dream to play against him, but to be in the same team against him and see him every day working, meet him better as a person, it was just amazing. And there is no doubt he's a legend, man, and he's probably going to be take another MVP this season.
Speaking about Giannis, were you happy with his success with the Bucks? Did you expect this success last year? I mean, you were there, you know what happened, you know, 2 years ago. You were upset also about the loss against the Raptors. You know, you were a member of the organization.
Well, I knew the team is doing, organization is doing a great job, and they're really investing a lot of money and energy and everything to, you know, to make a better team. We all felt, you know, that Giannis needed some more pieces to win the championship. So what they did, I think they did an amazing job, you know, in the off season and during that season, bringing especially Drew Holiday. You
played with him in New Orleans.
I played with him in New Orleans. He's an all-star player. He's a huge piece of, especially of that success. And they brought PJ Tucker. You know, they needed somebody who can really defend those superstars over other teams. And so I think that was for sure one of those keys why they won the championship. So. Giannis needed that help because he had the Middleton, but obviously needed somebody else, somebody more with more experience. So a lot of things went into the place. Other teams, they had some injuries, so with little luck they won, which I'm very happy.
So last question, because you are a great shooter. Is Steph Kάρι the greatest of all time? Will anyone break his record, in your opinion?
No doubts, 100%, and it's wonderful, you know, to be able to play and watch somebody like him, and in this basketball era, I think he changed the game really together with this team, Golden State Warriors. They changed this new modern basketball, and his ability to shoot and from far how he can shoot. It was just amazing, and you know, I think he's gonna put a new record, and nobody's gonna pass it again in the next 50 years at least. That's my opinion. So big congratulations to him, and you know, hopefully we can still enjoy his game.